Hi, my Gemini people. I know that my channel is still small, but I know that I have 41,000 followers over on Facebook, and eventually you guys will show up here. So, I'm going to do this Gemini reading and hope that it finds any of my gems out there. You guys are gems. You guys are a gem. Like, one of one of my most horrible moon sign energy is Gemini, only because it's like all in your head. It's so mental, and it's like I have to remember that we are in Gemini moon season, and I have to fight it for 3 days, and know that that is just what it is. But Geminis are thinkers. They are forward movers, right? Because of the things that they think and do. So I have a lot of love for Gemini. My sister that passed was a Gemini, and she was. I think the thing is I think she was very psychic, but she had been put into a box for so long that she wasn't allowed to be psychic, forward thinking, right? She her life mission was to be loved. And so she put herself into a box, right? But I really think for Geminis, y'all are in your minds a lot, but you're in your minds for a reason, right? You're in your minds because you know that there's more to life. There's more to think about, more to do, right? So let's get your reading here and see where we go with it. I know I have two cards here. So I was like, it's not that I don't want to tell you your card. It's like I knew I had two cards here and it was trying to pretend I had one. So you have the Six of Wands, victory over something in your life, right? There's some kind of victory coming for you, Geminis, that is going to propel you above where you've been, right? And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, right? So you have, first off, you have the Six of Wands, who is a knight, by the way. He is just coming in after a victory over the Five of Wands, the Four. He's just like he's coming in that victory parade. He's being seen for who and what he is, what he stands for. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this tells me this is something that you have been thinking about. You've been planting the seeds. You've been sowing your garden for a little while on your manifestations, right? This is just saying that, yeah, this whatever you've been doing, even though it's been taking a very long time to get to you, it, again, we have temperance now. Now we have temperance. Okay. So, yeah, it's taken a while. It's taken patience for you, even though, so you saw a vision of where you wanted your life to go. Okay. You saw a vision. You're moving along that path with that Six of Wands. There is a victory at the end of the path, right? But with that Knight of Pentacles, it's saying, yeah, it's very slow going. Don't give up hope. Don't lose sight of where you're going, the path that you're on, where you're meant to be. With temperance is again that patience. You're turning water into wine. You are on the right path. If there's nothing else I can say with these three cards, is you are literally on the right path. You are on the path that is meant for you. So you get Four of Pentacles. Again, that's like stay steady, stay the course. Hold on to what you'll have, continue forward, right? We're gonna get some more cards here. Eight of Cups. Oh, okay, I don't feel like this is about where you're coming from so much as where you're going, right? But again, wherever we are all coming from has a place to play in where we go to, right? So with that Eight of Cups, I feel like there's a journey. again, this whole reading is talking about some kind of journey that you've been on, and there's a huge success at the end, but it's like been a very long, arduous journey. One of those things where you're like, is this ever going to end? Am I ever going to get to where I want to go? And then we have the Two of Swords again. So maybe there is some kind of choice that you have to make. Maybe there is something. Let's see. Let me get a different card. Maybe there's something you have to let go. Here, a hint. So, are you married? And you've been holding on to this marriage, and maybe not married. Maybe it's a job. You've been holding on to it because at one point you thought it was all that you ever wanted, and it's not. It's not. It's kind of saying, take off the blindfolds because, oh, Queen of Wands, all eyes on you. If you are looking at a job, excuse me, I'm going to burp there. Sorry. If you're in a job where you always thought this was the job you wanted, or you've been there so long you had convinced yourself as you moved up through the ladder that this is where you wanted to be. And then you get there and you're no longer excited for where you're at because all of the gold has tarnish on it, right? Let me give you an example. Okay, I thought I wanted to move up in my current position at work. I was promised to only have to close one night a week, 11 to 8. Okay, I accepted my job. Then, shortly thereafter, maybe a month, I was told, oh, okay, you're going to have to do 2 of these 11 to 8s a week. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can deal with that. Don't like it, but I'll deal with it. Then, a month later, they came to me and said, oh, okay, all of our 11 to 8s are going to be 12 to 9s. And I'm like, oh, I really don't like that. And then, starting next week, all of those 12 to 9s are going to be 1 to 10 p.m. Okay, that's when you say, enough is enough. I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going to look for something better suited to me and my abilities because I know who I am, what I'm doing, what I can bring to the table. And that's not about staying at work until 10 p.m. at night, right? So I think that's kind of where this reading is going for you. Let's see. Let's get 2 more cards here. So we have the 9 of Cups. So there's a wish fulfillment. Something, again, this is a wish fulfillment means that you know your worth. You know where you need to go. You know how to follow your inner light, your inner guidance. Like your inner guidance is screaming at you right now that you're not in the right place and where to go, right? And then you have the Hermit. I love that. That's so funny. Following the 9 of Cups to the Hermit is kind of like saying, yeah, listen to your intuition. If you feel you are not in the right place, whether it's job related, relationship related, whatever it is, if you feel like you are not in the right place, it is time to make a very difficult decision to switch it up, to go in the place. Because I will tell you, all my years in life, there are too many times I stayed in a place for too long and wasted many years doing something I should have let go of long before, right? So don't waste your years, don't waste your days, don't waste your time. If you feel in your heart it's time to move on, move forward, move up, do it. That's what I have for you. All right. So thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to put that aside and say Satnam.